My dear friends in Jesus Christ, today we are celebrating the great feast of resurrection of our Lord while the world is gripped with despondency. The core of the Easter message is that of hope in despair, the epic of God's reconciliation with human beings and the creation. I would like to highlight my reflection on the fifth reading taken from the book of Isaiah chapter 55 and the Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 28 of the Easter Vigil. One of the themes of the book of Isaiah is the emphasis on the supremacy and holiness of God of Israel, who is Lord over all creation, over all the world events and all idols. In Isaiah chapter 55 verse 3 we read, "Incline your ears and come to me. Listen that you may live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, according to the faithful mercies shown to David." The people of Israel did not listen to their Lord with whom they made the covenant. Therefore, they lost the temple. They lost their priests, their land, experienced deaths, exile and slavery under a foreign nation, and the Davidic kingship was destroyed. They experienced physical pain of sickness and death and mental pain of exclusion, loneliness and fear. We're in the same situation like that of people of Israel today. We experience physical pain of illness and deaths, and the most powerful pain of exclusion, fear, and social distance. We raise many questions. Is it the punishment or wrath of God that the whole world suffer with COVID-19 pandemic? More than a cruel afflictor of illness and sufferings, let us believe that our God is a disciplinary Father and a purifying Mother. The kindness of divine eclipses His fury in intimate relationships. Though we appear to be playthings in the hands of God, the relationship between God and us could even be as intimate as that of a mother and a son. Let us encounter this bitter experience as medicinal, as a divine attempt to open the eyes of His people. We have abandoned God by making our own idols of materialism, hedonism, and individualism, and we bow down to them and worship them as little gods. God is inviting us right now to listen to Him in order to restore the lost and desperate. The time has arrived to cease from being deaf and dumb to the voice of God. Let us return. Let us turn our ears and reconcile with our Lord. The Gospel of Matthew chapter 28 verse 1 to 7. Two women, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary, came simply to visit the tomb following the Sabbath rest. They have not brought spices to anoint Jesus' body. That has been already done in Matthew chapter 26. An angel of the Lord rolls back the great stone and sits on it, with which Joseph of Arimathea closed the tomb and sealed it. A perfect picture of divine triumph over human attempt to seal the Son in the realm of death. We have been closing and sealing many tombs these days, losing hope in human attempts. The God who has sent angel to roll the stone that was sealed will send again His divine assistant today to roll the stones that are closed and sealed, and thus to restore our lost hope, peace, joy, and health. The risen Lord is ready to reconcile with us as he reconciled with his disciples who have betrayed him, denied him, and deserted him. If we carefully read the Gospel, we can observe that Jesus makes a small but significant change to the angel's instruction. In verse 7, the angel told to the women, "Go quickly and tell his disciples that he has risen from the dead." But when Jesus told to the women, in verse 10, "Go and take word to my brothers to leave for Galilee," Jesus is not using the word disciples, but he is using the word my brothers, an unmistakable overtone of healing and reconciliation. The women will carry the message that the disciples who had deserted him are still his brothers, the nucleus of the community to be reconstituted as the family of God. We too have been deserted our Lord, but still he is ready to reconcile with us, considering all of us as his own brothers. My dear friends in Jesus Christ, let us reconcile with him to experience his blessings of peace, joy, health, and protection. Amen. Wishing you all a happy Easter.